जीवन्मुक्तिप्रदं देवं क्षमापूर्णं जगद्गुरुं वन्दे परमहंसाख्यं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतं। जीवन्मुक्तिप्रदं देवं क्षमापूर्णं जगद्गुरुं वन्दे परमहंसाख्यं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम्। आनन्दानुभवास्वादं सर्वरोगनिवारकं वन्दे पापविनाशक्तं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम्। आनन्दानुभवास्वादं सर्वरोगनिवारकं वन्दे पापविनाशक्तं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम्। नित्यमुक्तं निर्विकल्पं ध्यानलोकप्रदीपकं।
పరమహంస నిత్యానంద ఈ శతాబ్దపు మరువలేని పోలికలేని ఒక ఆధ్యాత్మిక శక్తి, ఒక అంతర్జాతీయ సాంఘిక ఆధ్యాత్మిక ప్రభంజనాన్ని స్థాపించిన ఒక అద్భుత శక్తి, వైదిక ధర్మాన్ని పునరుద్ధరించడానికి ఉద్భవించిన ఒక చైతన్య శక్తి. ఆయన అతి పవిత్రమైన తిరువణ్ణామలై క్షేత్రంలో జన్మించారు. ఒక యోగిగా జన్మించి తనలో సహజంగానే పొంగిపొర్లే ఆధ్యాత్మికతను కోట్ల మందికి పంచుతూ స్ఫూర్తినిచ్చే ఒక అమోఘ శక్తి. అతి పురాతనమైన యోగా విద్యలో ప్రావీణ్యం కలిగి ఆధ్యాత్మిక శాస్త్రాన్ని క్షుణ్ణంగా పరిశోధన చేసిన ఒక మహాద్భుతమైన అంతఃప్రపంచపు పరిశోధకులు, ఆత్మజ్ఞానాన్ని ప్రసాదించే గురువులు. ప్రతి సంవత్సరం పరమహంస నిత్యానంద ఆయన జ్ఞానామృతాన్ని, ఆనందం వెదజల్లే ఆయన చిరునవ్వుని, తిరుగులేని ఆయన దీక్ష యొక్క శక్తిని 1 కోటికి పైగా ఉన్న ఆయన శిష్యులకు పంచుతున్నారు. ఇప్పుడు పరమహంస నిత్యానంద మీరు జీవన్ముక్తులుగా జీవించడానికి తోడ్పడే పరిష్కారాలను మీకు అందజేస్తున్నారు. ఒక మరువలేని ఆధ్యాత్మిక అనుభవం కొరకు మమ్మల్ని వెంటనే సంప్రదించండి.
వందే సనాతనం పుణ్యం నిత్యానందాయ స్వాగతం. సర్వధర్మ ప్రణేతారం సచ్చిదానంద రూపిణం వందే సనాతనం పుణ్యం నిత్యానందాయ స్వాగతం. వేద వేదాంత సంవేద్యం దేవదేవీ స్వరూపిణం వందే వటపలాశిస్థం.
Sometime you may have highest realization about yourself and honesty, but you may not have enough compassion to tell the truth openly. Straight away he is telling, if you don't follow me, you perish. You are ruined. And he is using the word, you will lose your brain, means you lose your mind, your chetana, chaitanya, you will lose and you will be ruined. This word comes out of real compassion. He is ready to use even fear pattern to help the humanity. See, if somebody is getting drowned in the water, first you throw the rope and he catches but he is not able to come up. Then you yourself get down and pull him out. If Bhagavan throws only the greed pattern, but throwing the fear pattern is he himself coming down to Arjuna's level and taking Arjuna back, raising Arjuna back. More than throwing greed pattern, you need compassion for throwing fear pattern, because with greed pattern nobody is going to curse Krishna, nobody is going to blame Krishna. Now the fight starts, but he is ready to even fight with you to lift you to the higher space. That is his compassion. He is the real, not just good shepherd, greatest shepherd. Good, better, best, the best shepherd. He knows sheep are in unconscious. Sometimes they even hit at you when you try to take them to the safe place, protect them from the tiger, other animals. Naturally, you need to keep them in a safe place. When you try to drive them inside the safe place, they may even hit at you. But with all his compassion, even while they hit at him, he says, it's okay, go inside, go inside. Otherwise, a personality like Bhagavan, using this word, if you do not follow my purpose, you perish. And how Bhagavan is giving. As I told you, in 700 slokas, only 7 times he is commanding. Means he is feeling shy to command. He is only trying to logically convince, philosophize, inspire, impress, encourage, telling stories, philosophies, different techniques, methods, policies. He is just feeling shy to give direct command. That is why only 7 times in the whole 700 sloka, he commands Arjuna. For creation, you need to convince so many people, so many things. Krishna has done that. He has a maturity of a king, the extreme compassion. He is ready to take any step, and he is even ready to slap Arjuna to put him in the higher space, to get Arjuna out of that panic pattern. One word, if I had to describe, exploding in enlightenment. Be out of all panic pattern, that's all. Panic pattern means constantly the pattern which is restricting, refraining, limiting, binding, reducing your conscious explosion. It is the panic pattern which acts as a covering and stops the explosion becoming Big Bang. The uranium enrichment process is unclutching, stopping its explosion becoming the Big Bang, enlightenment. In the regular atomic power stations, you need a covering because that effect is not good for everybody. But here, that effect is good for you and for the world as much as it explodes, good for the whole universe.
కల్పతరు అద్భుతమైన ఆరోగ్యాన్ని ప్రసాదించే దీవెనలను అందుకోండి. అన్ని రకాల అనారోగ్యాలకు గల మూల కారణాలను తొలగించండి. మీలోని శక్తిని 1300% పెంచండి. కల్పతరు అనే ఈ ఒక్కరోజు కార్యక్రమం మీ అనారోగ్యాన్ని తొలగించే శక్తివంతమైన కార్యక్రమం. ఈ కార్యక్రమంలో పాల్గొని ధ్యానం మరియు దీక్ష యొక్క శక్తిని పొందండి. మీలోని కుండలిని శక్తిని మేల్కొల్పి మీ శారీరక మానసిక ఆరోగ్యాన్ని మెరుగుపరిచే అమోఘమైన కార్యక్రమం కల్పతరు. ప్రతి వారాంతములో కల్పతరు కార్యక్రమం బిడిది ఆశ్రమంలో నిర్వహించబడును. మమ్మల్ని సంప్రదించవలసిన చిరునామా నిత్యానంద ధ్యానపీఠం, నిత్యానంద నగర్, బిడది 562109, బెంగళూరు. ఫోన్ చేయవలసిన నంబరు 095500000550 లేదా 096185191701. మా వెబ్సైట్ www.nityananda.org.
So you don't need the panic pattern covering for the explosion of enlightenment. Bhagavan is using the same panic pattern to break the panic pattern. He closes all the escape route for Arjuna. He says, exit closed. Shut all the exit route in you. All of you have plan B. Drop that plan B. If this does not work out, what to do? Only when you drop all plans, only when all exits are closed, you travel in the straight road, highway, highest way. As long as the exits are open, you will never travel in highest way, because in highest way, you need to follow the discipline, regulation, lot of traffic, means you need to live with the Sangha. Bhagavan is very clearly closing all the exits. Bhagavan says in another one sloka, Name bhakta pranashyati, my devotee never perishes. He is not even talking to Arjuna directly. If you don't follow me, you perish. No, he doesn't say. Whoever does not follow me. He is using the third person. Yetu yetat. Those who. Yetu means in Sanskrit, those who. He is not saying, telling Arjuna. He is not even telling, hey Arjuna, if you don't follow me, you will be destroyed. At least that would have been little polite. Because he is talking to his own disciple. What is there? He has a right to tell. But he is straight. Those who do not follow me, means he is telling the whole universe. He is the first human body realized that he is an incarnation. See, with Shiva and all, he never assumed ignorance. He straight away walked on the planet Earth, never assumed the limitations of the human body, and then realized Krishna is the first human body, realized his omnipotent, omniscient and omnipresent incarnationhood. He says in another one verse, my devotee never perishes. There also uses the third person. He says to the whole world. He is not telling Arjuna, hey, you be my devotee, you will not be perished. No. He is just opening. My devotee never perishes. To assert like this, what a pure realization he would have had about himself. The honest realization he would have had about himself. Because he has realized his incarnationhood, that he is an avatara Purusha, he is an incarnation. He is bold enough to put it in a poetic way. And he is not an asserting person also, understand? See, a person like Shiva, if he opens and says, I can say he is the type of person, leave it. He is asserting person. Sri Krishna is asserting person. In 700 sloka, at least 500 times he should have said, hey, do it, hey, do this, hey, do the war, he should have said. He is not doing that. Only 7 times he commands. Means he is not assertive type. His compassion has exploded from his Anandagandha. He pushed his polite tongue out and told the truth. Really feeling bad. Still seeing the doubt and distrust in Arjuna's eyes are the mood swing of Arjuna. More than the sacred secrets revealed in this verse, the spiritual authority of that sacred space and the honesty of that sacred space and ultimately the compassion of that sacred space, Sri Krishna's inner space. I bow down to the Krishna's inner space, the highest, honest, compassionate realization. See, in his Anandagandha, he has highest realization. In his walk, he has honesty. In his tongue, he has compassion.
ఒక అవతార పురుషుని దివ్య సలహాను నేరుగా పొందాలనుకుంటున్నారా? ఇప్పుడు మీకు పరమహంసతో ముఖాముఖి.
నిత్యానందం, నిత్యానంద హియర్. బాగున్నారా?
పరమహంస నిత్యానంద మరొక్కసారి పోలిక లేని ఒక విభిన్నమైన కానుకను ప్రపంచానికి అందచేస్తున్నారు. ఆయన ఇప్పుడు ప్రతిరోజు ఉదయం ప్రత్యక్ష ప్రసారమయ్యే సత్సంగంలో మీ ప్రశ్నలకి జవాబు ఇవ్వడానికి సిద్ధముగా ఉన్నారు.
No, you ask anything you want in your life. Ask me any boon you want.
ఉదయం 8 గంటలకు మా నంబరు 08027279999కి ఫోన్ చేసే అదృష్టవంతులకు ఆయనతో నేరుగా మాట్లాడే దివ్యమైన అవకాశం దక్కుతుంది. మరియు ఉదయం ప్రత్యక్ష ప్రసారమయ్యే సత్సంగం ntv.nityananda.orgలో చూడగలరు.
So the highest realization of himself moves through honesty and expresses through the compassion. All three put together only this word can come out. To utter this word, you need all these three capabilities. The highest realization about yourself in your inner space, and honesty in your walk, compassion in your tongue. Nobody like Sri Krishna can be so asserting. He is the heaviest guy I've ever seen. The heavy personality, the heavy presence. I have no doubt that 16,000 women were attracted to him and lived around him. I can be sure it is a fact, not just a truth. Because a personality like him, anybody who sees him simply will go behind him, that's all. Forget about they are in the male body or female body. It is nothing to do with male body, female body. But the heaviness of his presence, the real charisma and the strength, this guy must have radiated. Oh God. Peak moment of their lives is not the physical relationship moments, the moment both eyes meet. But between the Gopikas and Krishna, it was just eyes meeting. Just one look of Krishna, one smile of Krishna will make you disoriented. Not in a wrong way, bad way, but you will just stop, your brain will stop functioning in usual way. It is like a strong punch inside the brain, not even outside. One look, one smile, over. Head injury inside the brain, not from outside. It is exactly like that. The person like him, the charisma he must have radiated. A personality like Krishna does not need to spend time and do the physical relationship or physical act to convince somebody that he is there for them or his love is there for them. He loves them. A look and the smile is enough. The person is lost forever. And the person's very innermost being, core, knows he loves me and he is there for me. My life is for him, over. Pure fire looking through the eyes without even the disturbance of the skin of the eye. Eyes are made out of some matter. Even that matter does not reduce the intensity of his pure look. Pure look means the consciousness, when it is not reduced or dulled, numbed by the material in which eyes are made, is pure look. Nobody is so asserting, straightforward. He says, if you don't follow my teaching, you are perished. Bhagavad Gita was uttered between 32 and 33, means 32 completed, 33 running. That was the time when Krishna was running 33. He taught Bhagavad Gita. 33-year-old man. And he did not have any community, at least spiritual community. Of course, he had Dwaraka. By the time he established Dwaraka already. But he has not established any monastery or anything. He has established one Gaudiya Sannyasini Sampradaya. First master who established a beautiful Sannyasini Sampradaya, and the Gaudiya Sannyasinis are directly initiated by him. But that was also not in a too big number. And small Dasa Parampara. That's a handful of people. When he was in the body, it was only a handful of people. But Bhagavatam has a reference, when he was in the body itself, he created the Kirtan Mandalis who will sing his name and glory. And they used to go around village to village and sing his songs, his glory. Anyhow, but this is a small number. The spiritual community around him was a small number. But he says very clearly, he's very clear. He says, whoever do not follow my purpose, my teaching, they perish.
కల్పతరు మీలోని కుండలిని శక్తిని తెలుసుకోగల ఒక ప్రత్యేక కార్యక్రమము కల్పతరు. పూర్తిగా ఒకరోజు జరిగే ఈ కార్యక్రమములో ఆరోగ్యకరమైన అద్భుతమైన మార్పును పొందగలరు. అవతారమూర్తి పరమహంస నిత్యానంద స్వామి వారి ఆశీస్సులను ప్రత్యేకంగా పొందగల కార్యక్రమం కల్పతరు. కుండలిని అంటే ఏమిటి? కుండలిని అంటే ప్రతి ఒక్కరిలోనూ దాగి ఉన్న అద్భుత శక్తి. కుండలిని శక్తి ఒక ధ్యానోదయమైన గురుదేవుల దీక్షతో చైతన్యపరచవచ్చు. ఈ కుండలిని శక్తి మీ జీవితంలో అన్ని దశలలోనూ అభివృద్ధికరమైన మార్పులను తేగలిగే శక్తి. అది మీలో ఆరోగ్యాన్ని, ఐశ్వర్యాన్ని, విజయాన్ని, ఆనందాన్ని, ఆధ్యాత్మిక ధ్యానోదయాన్ని కలిగిస్తుంది. ప్రతి వారాంతములో కల్పతరు కార్యక్రమం బిడిది ఆశ్రమంలో నిర్వహించబడును. మమ్మల్ని సంప్రదించవలసిన చిరునామా నిత్యానంద ధ్యానపీఠం, నిత్యానంద నగర్, బిడది 562109, బెంగళూరు. ఫోన్ చేయవలసిన నంబరు 095500000550 లేదా 096185190701. మా వెబ్సైట్ www.nityananda.org.
ब्रह्ममुरारिसुरार्चितलिङ्गं निर्मलभाषितशोभितलिङ्गं जन्मजदुःखविनाशकलिङ्गं जन्मजदुःखविनाशकलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि नित्यानन्दलिङ्गम्.
ॐ नमो भगवते रुद्राय नमस्ते रुद्रमन्यवकुतोदयिषवे नमः नमस्ते अस्तु धन्वने बाहुभ्यामुदते नमः या च यशः शिवतमा शिवं बभूव ते धनुः शिवा शरव्याया तपतया नो रुद्रमृडय या ते रुद्र शिवा तनोरघोर पापकाशिनी तया नस्तनुहा शन्तमया गिरिशन्ताभिजागशीः या विशृङ्गिरिशन्तहस्ते विभष्ट्यस्तवे शिवाङ्गिरित्रतां कुरु माहि पुंसेः पुरुषं जगते शिवेन वचसा त्वा गिरिशाच्छा वदामसि यथा नः सर्वमिज्जगदयक्ष्मगुं सुमना असत् प्रत्यवोचदधिभक्ता प्रथमो दैव्यो वृषगे अहेहश्च सर्वान् जम्बयन् सर्वाश्च यादुत्राण्यः असौ यस्ताम्रो अरुणपुत बभ्रस्सु मङ्गलः ये चेमागुं रुद्र अमितो दिक्षु श्रुता सहस्रशो वै शागुं भेडयीमहे असव्यो वसर्पति नीलग्रीवो विलोहितः उदैनं गोपा
They are ruined. Nobody can be making such asserting statements because his presence was so heavy. His clear realization about himself was so strong. Please understand, Krishna is a very honest person. Dwarka was not a rich land like Brindavan or Mathura. The whole community got created on the seashore just for the sake of Krishna. People went and settled around him and they created their own community. Just his charisma, people went and settled. The realization he had about himself was so honest and so strong, so clean, so straightforward, so powerful, and so compassionate. He straight away declares, if you don't follow me, you are ruined. The tremendous compassion in his words. You understand, to tell this when you are in the body is not a joke. Now you can say, oh, now is God and He is more a symbol for us. With that imagination, our emotions are built, our relationship is built. Experiential emotion built. It is only the imaginary emotion built. That is why it is very easy to accept when He says, if you don't follow me, you perish. Because the imaginary emotional built-up will never be broken. You will never fall into depression. Andal never had depression in our Mathura Bhava. But Gopikas always had enough depression in their Mathura Bhava. With the imaginary emotional built-up, these words are non-controversially accepted. But when Bhagavan uttered these words directly, these very utterances prove his highest realization about himself and his honesty and his compassion. I bow down to Krishna's inner space, which has realized his highest, most superior spiritual authority and his honesty to ready to verbalize it, and his compassion to express it in purest form without diluting. I bow down to all the three.